new week. As you can see, the sun is low enough for my little crystals that hang in the window to cast rainbows all through the room. Can you see? Oh, right on the end of my snout. That was a good bit of vlogging. Had my hand in front of the camera and I got a piece of fluff on my nose. Did I just say welcome to a brand new week? Another week, and we're in November now. It blows my mind, although you probably won't see this for 2 weeks because that's how I film. So by the time you see things, it's way gone, way gone. That's my chair creaking. I had a good October. I got lots of things done and I kept things quiet, which was what I needed. And I think I'm going to employ exactly the same for November. Made a good start at the weekend on the boys' stockings. We decided some time ago to not do presents for amongst friends and amongst family. So the boys are the only ones that do get gifts. And actually, at some point that will have to stop. Now, will that stop for Bill? Because I'm kind of thinking a natural time to stop that would be when they're 21. But Bill he's a child for life. So would that be fair on him? I don't think so. But then if he's still getting Christmas presents, birthday presents, shouldn't his brothers as well? I mean, obviously we're going to buy our children presents for Christmas and birthday. I'm talking about other people. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's for them to decide. I had a little bit of crafting time yesterday afternoon, which was lovely, and I started covering some of my boxes with this lovely paper. I got the paper from Grana. I think I'm saying it wrong. And I covered this thinking it was going to be for my friend, but I didn't do the best of jobs. And inside you can really see where the glue has smeared around. So I think I will rethink. I'll keep that one for myself and have a rethink. And I'm waiting for Phil the builder to come because one of our garden walls has fallen over. He sent me a message quite early this morning saying, I'm going to be late today because the dog's crapped in the hallway. I was like, oh, it's happening to you too, is it? Same here. The culprit. Not that she's disgraced herself today. She's grumbling because I'm talking to you about her misdemeanours. Yeah, he sent a message to say, how do I clean it up? And I'm going to be late. Well, I don't know how massive this crap was, but that was 3 hours ago. And he's not here. So I thought I would take the time to have a coffee. Suddenly feel so tired. And carry on covering or preparing to cover my box. I don't know how to do this properly or professionally. I just wing it. Literally just wing it. What I do is I take a look at how it was done originally and I copy it. Gonna sneeze it. Look, I'm not going to do a tutorial. I've been asked before, but I really don't know what I'm doing. And also, I don't have the equipment to do tutorials, and I don't have the time at present to do a good job of a tutorial. Maybe one day, but I know there are tutorials out there of craft channels. I can barely keep my eyes open. Monday mornings hit me hard. Ooh, Pablo, you're getting brave. My little Ginnies. Oh, hi. Ow, gosh, your face. Oh. The cupboard of doom I don't look at. I'm feeling that was a big mistake. I should have been in here every single day. But look. I used to let the kids graffiti in the cupboard. There's all sorts on here. Gemma Child is the best. Police Pog. I Love Mum. Dinosaur. Ted is Pooh. Hello Wolf, how are you? Respond. Was it good okay, Bobby? Drawing wall. Lucy is the best something mum ever. Oh, Alyssa must have written that. Oh yeah, there's Alyssa's name. Well, I'm glad I got that job done. I've been dipping in and out of it all day because, not because it's taken me all day, but because I've had other things to do. And I've been caught in the rain 3 or 4 times and I feel a bit soggy. But there we go. All organised. I haven't done that top thing there. I honestly think most of this can get ditched now and passed on to the charity shop because it's things like these things. When my little lambs were struggling with maths, these were really useful for them. And I've got those other funny little things. I remember them from school. You know, you had a red one this big that represented 10 and then a blue one this big that represented 5. Can't remember what they called those. And then the tiny ones, the baby ones that represented 1, they were yellow. They were my favourite. Yes, I just need to run a cloth round there, and that's all done and dusted. And then the battle then is to not fill it up with my crap. I am purging. I've taken inspiration from my mum. She's been doing a fantastic job. I'm taking inspiration from my in-laws because they are at the stage where they feel that it is time for them to think about their next stage and where they're going to live. And I just want to do it all while I'm young and got the energy and before I get too sentimental about things. So that's what I'm up to. Oh, it's going to be lovely because now I can shut the door. Oh, I couldn't shut the door before. It kept popping open. What does that say? This is Wilf now. Tevis to grow up is Ted is. Bill is 17. What? Oh, I don't understand what that says. Margot, shut up. You're ruining my film. Look who lives in here now. What do you think? Plenty of space for a bed. Shut up, Margot. You're a Wally. Oh. There's loads of room for a bed. Yeah,
looking forward to it.
Wilf tried to...
comfy in there.
You will be comfy. Wilf tried to charge up the Segway and it threw him off.
Yeah, no, that won't be safe.
I think it needs to go.
That needs to go.
Bin. Shut up. It's so stressful. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, look, you've got her. Oh, look, she's swimming for me. oh, perched on my shoulder like a parrot.
Actually, you should walk round with her on there.
I should.
Oh, gosh, her breath smells.
Oh, I know, it's real bad. She's only just had her teeth cleaned. Oh, Le Pong. Literally. You only just had your teeth cleaned. You smell so... It might be me. What do you want for your dins? Look at that tree. Hopefully the camera's picking it up because it is wildly beautiful. I think it is a red dawn. Redwood? Dawn redwood? Something like that. Pouring down with rain. Bunny wants a walk. But I know what will happen. What will happen is we will get up the road, you'll do a wee and a poo, and then you'll race back home. And then in about half an hour, you'll be pestering for a walk. Although you are slowing up. I'm in Bill's bedroom. It's bucketing it down still. Bunny wants a walk. I've made the fatal mistake of sitting in his gaming chair. And I've got myself into a position that I know is going to really hurt when I get up. So I'm putting it off. So I'm talking to you instead. Does anybody else have teenagers? I know Bill's not a teenager anymore, but you know, he's a bit delayed developmentally, that collect cans, empty cans of drinks. Because Bill does, and it's all the things that I disapprove of. Like, he's got a couple of Monster energy drink cans up there. I don't know why they do that. I had a friend at school, her name was Debbie Powell, and she used to collect different types of Coke cans, but her dad used to go abroad quite a lot. He used to bring back foreign ones, as we would think of them back then. So I can kind of get my head around that. But these ones, I mean, go to B&M, you could buy 200 if you had the wherewithal. I love the colour of this room. It's oval room blue. That's his chalkboard there. It's a lovely colour. They call it blue, but I would argue it's more green. Similar to Inshira blue that I've got downstairs, that's more green as well. Anyway, that's Bill's room. He has a nice view from his window, probably the best in the house actually, because the walnut tree doesn't obscure it. I'm still here, still looking like a little bit like Nikita and Strictly. I'm musing. I muse over things sometimes. Like, I spent quite a while, about 3-4 years ago, musing over the fact that the term gifting is now just what people say. It never used to be like that when I was a girl. When I was a girl, it was, this was a gift. Or I was given this. You didn't ever say, this was gifted to me. You didn't say, I'm putting this in my gifting pile. It's just funny, isn't it? And we all do it. Another one is sewist. It used to be sewer or seamstress. It was never a sewist, so that's a new one. And one that I've been pondering on this morning in particular is when you see these makeup people or vloggers or anyone putting makeup on, they'll say, and now I'm going in with mascara and I'm going in with a little touch of a pop on my cheek, and then I'm going in with a pearly lipstick. I'm going in. Where are you going into? Are you going inside your face? It's weird. I love language. I find it really interesting, especially how fast it changes now. Like with children, with youth speak, it changes so quickly. Language changes, of course it does. I mean, look, 300-400 years ago, Shakespeare. No, everyone spoke like that. Now we think it's dead posh. It's just, it just changes, but it goes so fast these days. But I find it really, really fascinating. And I just find the whole thing fascinating. I had a conversation with a friend the other day about the use of into and in to. And when one is a verb, one acts as a verb. It was a couple of friends actually on one of my WhatsApp groups. But, you know, things like that. An alarm went off. I can run down a rabbit hole with that. In fact, that alarm's gone off twice since I've been sat here, which means I've been sat here over 10 minutes now. Right, I'm getting up. This will never do. It's because I've gone like the clappers this morning. I've worn myself out. I have gone like the clappers. I'm not going to list all the things that I've done because that would be boring. But let's just say I've been like I've taken street drugs, zooming about, very efficient, very unlike me. Definitely getting to that stressy, ramped up, crazy in my head feeling. I've got to guard against that because last year it ruined everything for me. I was very not myself this time last year. Oh, I've got a text, I'll read that, that'll distract me a bit. I'm doing a Nancy Burt whistle. So Toby did a load of bacon at the weekend on this grill and then it got left in the oven and I didn't realise, and I turned the oven on for pizzas and it all got welded on. I've done a Nancy Burt whistle and I've left it out on the dewy grass all night. Look at the difference. And then with one of these wire things, they look pretty when you buy them, all swirly. You can get them in any supermarket. They go funny shape as you use them. And then you can just gently, I'm just doing this with my left hand, just gently, can you see it's just coming off? Hang on, it's hard because it's moving. Look, it just comes off so easily. No chemicals, literally just that. Let's do it again, show you one more time. See that? Right, see? Honestly, don't worry about Mr. Muscle oven cleaner that makes your eyes stream, makes you wheeze and gives you a headache, kills the fishes and does all bad things. Just the dew from the grass, guys, and a wire mucky sponge thing, which literally swills out and all the bits come out of it. These are really underrated. I think they're super good, especially not on non-stick, but non-stick is not to be found in this house because of all the icky bits. But, you know, on stainless, fantastic. Lovely.
Oi. What are you doing, Gaynor?
Being very busy up on the roof.
There's an attractive sight.
I'm scared of heights and I'm up here. I'm emptying the gutters and cutting back the pruning back the rows. Look, I'll show you what crap I've got up here. Because of the pergola, you can't get to it. Look at all this. Look at all that in the gutter. Madness. Alright, I'm about to make my Christmas cake. Look at these. Aren't they just cute? I went to my local zero waste shop with my list of things and she said, oh, I'll do them for you, come back later. So I did. Look, here it is. Isn't that lovely? So I've literally got what I needed rather than having to buy 250 grams of prunes in a packet from the supermarket. My legs feel really wobbly from having been up the ladder cleaning out gutters. I will link below the recipe. It's on Good Food, BBC Good Food website. Originally it was a James Martin recipe. And the only reason why I've come over to doing this one is last year, the lady who at that time owned the zero waste shop was doing Christmas cake kits. And I thought, right, well, I want to support her and I need a Christmas cake. I will just buy a Christmas cake kit. It was delicious. So good. Best Christmas cake I've ever made. And I have made a lot now. The very first one I made was a complete disaster. That's a story for Vlogmas, I think. Now I've bigged it up. It's not that good. And the only difference between the recipe the kit that I got from the Zero Waste shop and the James Martin recipe is that instead of using brown sugar, you use Repurposing instead, which I like. I prefer. So that's what I've what I've got here in these packets. And it's the most easy cake because all you do is you put together the raisins, sultanas, cherries, prunes, cranberries, rapadura, almonds. Well, no, well, yeah, you can just literally put everything in a saucepan with the butter and melt it, simmer it, let it cool, add some eggs and add the flour. Shove it in a tin. I mean, you just can't get any easier than that. And people are busy at this time of year. It also doesn't need to be done hugely in advance, although I am doing this mid-November. And it doesn't have to spend ages maturing and being fed because you've got so much booze in it during the making. So if you can give it a couple of feeds before you want to serve it at Christmas, that's good enough. I feel like I'm literally opening up a present. So what have I got here? I'm going to tick off my list as they go in. That's my 100 grams of almonds. Can't remember if they go in whole or if I've got to chop them. I think I needed ground almonds. And I wrote just almonds on my list because I did think that I was going to do this myself. What have I got here? Oh, prunes. I'm going to cut those up. I ended up blitzing the whole almonds. So they're in there now. Butter's just melting. Oh, the smell of this. It's divine. One of the things I like, oh God, you can see where I have not been sleeping very well and I hit my face in the washing machine. One of the things that I like about this recipe is that you don't have a bowl of steeping fruit on the side for a couple of days. I just want to get it done, ticked off my list, and sat there waiting for the heavenly moment that we sink our teeth into it. Smell. Once this is cool enough, I'm going to eat a tablespoon of it and give myself a bellyache. I don't know if you can see this, but it is snowing. It's not going to settle, the ground's too wet. Look at it. Normally, the wind comes from the opposite direction. It's bitterly cold, and it's, I don't know if you can tell, it's literally sideways. Oh, it's bonkers for November. We've just had the warmest autumn. I know we've still a month till winter is officially here, but this, how can it change so fast? This sort of thing really does frighten me. I'm just out for a walk. It's absolutely cold, look. And I'm just looking around. It's absolutely beautiful. I just saw a fairy. I kid you not. Look at this. Look. A fairy. Is that in focus? Look at her. Look, she's got ladybirds in her wings. Ah, oh, honestly, what a joy. I was over here and I just saw it. What's going on with this phone now? Whatever is the matter with it? Ah, and there it was. There she is. Oh, 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 that's so lovely. Oh, what kind person left that there? That's given me such a boost. That was so lovely. Oh, if only I had little children still. That would have been really exciting to find that. It's the way the sun was dancing off of her. It was absolutely perfect. Oh, I hope she gets to stay there and that no one nicks her. In contrast, I think we've had some rubbish dumped over there. bum. Let's see what it is. Pick that up on my way back. Might just be toilet paper. Perhaps somebody got caught short on a run. Oh. It is... Yes, that's toilet paper. Somebody had... It quite often happens around here. Where we are, we get a lot of people cycling and running because it's quite challenging, the terrain around here, and they have a lot of competitions. And sometimes, well, happened to Paula Ratcliffe, didn't it? She had to have a poo in a marathon. So anyway, we'll just let the weather deal with that. I'm not dealing with that. I'll deal with dog poo. I'll pick up other dog poos, but I'm not picking up toilet paper. Maybe I should. Would you? Should I cover it up? I shall ponder. I've just had a really lovely afternoon doing something that I've been meaning to do for ages, but never had the impetus to do it. And then today, I just did it. I love it when that happens. The reason why I did it is because I knew that I needed to go fertling around in my ribbon hamper. Yeah, and I mean hamper. Let me show you. To find lots of lovely velvet ribbons because here we go.
Hello.
Full of ribbon. Hello, Bill. You've had a nice day out, haven't you?
Yeah. Guess what I just got, Mum, on the game?
What?
Well, since I didn't get last season's V-Bucks quite early, in October, well, technically I didn't get November, so I just got 2,800. So pretty much.
So you got them all in all at once?
I got December's V-Bucks and November's. But
so you've got next month's as well?
yeah. But I know.
And October's?
Yeah. No, I think I got October's when, like at the end.
Oh.
My game stopped working because I couldn't pay for stuff in the game.
Okay.
But I just, I got 4k V-Bucks now.
Just had a nice chat with Bill. He's been out with his girlfriend. He's been with his girlfriend for 2 years now, and they went out for noodles. Back to my ribbon hamper. Yeah, I've really organised it. Look. It literally was a woven tangle of ribbons, but now everything is organised. And yeah, you know, I don't normally use plastic bags, but needs must, and I'll have these for years. So I've now got lovely boxes of velvet ribbon. I think that was Pear and Freesia perfume I got given for my 40th birthday. But the ribbons that I've selected to use today, this feels like a very festive selection in there. And what I'm going to do is, Bill and I went to a couple of the more budget homeware places like B&M, Home Bargains, The Range. I say budget in that it's not Marks and Spencer's, John Lewis, those sort of shops. And I got a few little pieces because this year there's so much stuff in the shops that is right up my alley. I don't change my Christmas decor. I don't theme it each year. I move it around sometimes, but usually only because I've forgotten where I put it the year before. And I just bring out the same stuff year on year on year. But this year, there's just so much stuff in the shops that really suits the sort of look that I've always enjoyed since I've lived in this house, really. I think it must be. Yeah, because before that, when I lived in my 1960s house, I was much more modern. And then when Toby and I lived in our flat, it was quite classic but neutral modern. And then we moved here, and slowly but surely having more space to decorate. I've been collecting pieces. This is something I've got for this year. It's like quite a thin cypress garland. And I'll just use it year on year on year on year on year on year on year. I would never buy anything thinking, oh, I'm going to get rid of this in January. I just use things again and again and again. Anyway, all of that going on to say I got a few really great things that will just go really well with everything else I've already got. But they need a little bit of tweaking. So, with these little bells, I'm going to take off this twine and maybe dangle them on, that's not going to work. I've got a lovely green colour there. That's all right, it's a bit insipid. I've got this beautiful blue with a gold thing. That's lovely. This is lovely, the camely mauvey colour. I've got this lovely red. I haven't got much of this lovely red. Maybe that is something else that I'll have to look for in the shops. And I've got this lovely sort of greeny gold as well. And I've got this, that's coming up sort of silvery, but it's just the way the light's reflecting, and it's edged with a lovely dark pink. So that's the plan with those. They were £2.50 for 3, and I think I don't think they look. They don't look. Where's the words gone? They were a bargain, but they don't look it. I think that's great. Great. It's from the Nordic Glow range in B&M. Got 6 of those. No, I didn't. I actually got 9. Then I got, oh my god, no I didn't. I got 12. Is that all? Did I only get 12? Oh, and then I got, sounds like the reindeer on my roof. Then I got these. Where were these from? These were B&M, £2, and I think I got 3 of these, and they're a set of 3 each. I actually got some really similar to this that have been up all year round from Neptune last year. They are lovely, and again, I'll swap the twine. I will keep the twine. I don't dislike the twine, I just think that these will look really good with some ribbon. I think I've got loads more of this in my Christmas decorations. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm going to have to go and fertile around in Christmas decorations. What do you want, Bunny? Why are you mithering me? More bells. I got more bells. Where did I get these from? Winter Charm. Rustic metal. I can't see where I got these from. I don't know where I got them from. If you recognise the label, maybe you'd say down in the comments. It comes with, these bells come with this thing, which is nice, but I'm going to separate them and again change the twine, and I'm going to separate them. I don't know where I'm going to put these. I might put them in one of my wreaths, and then this can go somewhere else. Spread it out a bit. I don't know yet, but it's lovely. Look, a little bit of mistletoe. So that will last me for years and years and years, because it's although it was inexpensive, I forget how much this was, but I think it definitely would have been a bargain. Although it was inexpensive, it doesn't look naff. Looks, not even holding it on screen. Looks really good. I've got a thumbnail there. put that down. My thumbnails are dreadful. Give me some tips, guys. Thing is, I think that sometimes the content on my thumbnails are okay, but it's the crispness, the quality, because I always forget to stop, take a photo, thumbnail. I always just have to lift it from the video, and that's not always great. I'm just back from my dog walk, and I just nipped round my neighbour's house to drop off some crayons and books and things that my boys have outgrown. And she had in a bin bag by her back door a really nice, it's so cold outside, a really nice wrought iron curtain pole and some curtains in a bin bag getting wet. And I said to her, what are you doing with that lot? Are you binning it? Because we do a lot of leave things outside your house and people just take it if they want it, or you put it on the local Facebook group and someone says, yeah, I'll come and collect it, leave it out, you know. And she said, oh yeah, it's just going in the bin. It's just going in the bin. And I thought, that's actually really lovely. It's not her taste. She's much younger than me. We've got different tastes. I love her taste. She likes mine. We are different. Look at this fabric. It's Sanderson. Whether it's vintage or not, I don't care, but it's Sanderson. And I just think it is so lovely. It's showing up a bit more vibrant than it actually is. Well, it depends. Everybody's screens are different, aren't they? I'm really, really pleased with it. And I'll show you where I'm going to pop it. In here, through there, is like a larder. It's single, it's like built of thin brick, so it keeps very, very cool in the winter. It's like another fridge. And I've got this swinging pole because there's no room up there to put a pole, and this just not hides it, what is that? Cobwebs, everybody, never mind. It stops the drafts. And this curtain, I made it ages ago, then it got grubby, dirty hands going in and out, so I washed it and the damn thing shrunk. So it's been on my radar to replace this. And now, with those 4 curtains, there they are, with these 4 curtains, they're drying because they're just damp. I'm going to patchwork them together and make them into a door curtain for there. I'm so happy with them. I'm going to let them dry out, then unpick all of this stuff, unpick all the seams, soak them in the bath to lift up any dust, then stitch them together and then create a curtain. I'm very, very happy, very happy. And I've just got my dahlias in here doing their final drying off, and then I'll put them somewhere to overwinter. I'm so organised with the garden at the moment. It's literally blown my mind. It's really weird. I do not like gardening, but what I've found is when I am mental, I go into my garden. And I don't know why that is. I think it's the peace, the solitude, the fact that I can get out of my head, into my hands, and I'm not interrupted. The dogs aren't barking or getting upset. Nobody's just shouting for me from somewhere in the room, in the house. And it's just the sounds of the outside, and I find it very calming. So my garden is completely amazing at present. Well, I say garden, I don't mean garden. The garden's ramshackle. The greenhouse, what I mean is the greenhouse. But I will show you at some point. I'll also show you a little secret that I've been keeping. My patrons know all about it. They have been in on it right since the start. I will elaborate on the story at some point, but in a nutshell, in July, when we got back from France, I adopted 2 little feral kittens from a farm barn, an open-sided barn, where the mother had yet another litter of kittens, and they've been trying to trap this mother for a really long time to have her sterilised because she keeps having kittens. So she had this litter of kittens and they were looking for a home, and they just advertised in the farming community, because my son's in the farming community, for homes, appropriate homes. So by that they mean, you know, these cats are outdoor cats and they are pretty feral, and they don't always make very good indoor cats. So I got wind of this because I had been looking to adopt on the adoption sites some feral outdoor cats. And so I got them. I got these 2 little kittens, and they're quite big now. They're outside. They've been spayed. They have their own home, their own little home. They are incredible. And I think actually these 2 would have made really good house kittens because they are just so tame. They're unbelievably tame. They literally come when I call them. I never expected that. And I love them so much. I love them so much. So for anybody a little bit worried about the cats amongst the chickens, look, here's Halibut. The chickens and the kittens don't care. Halibut can't remember how she got in, so now she's prowling around trying to fathom out how to get out. Come on, Pushcat, this way. This little one likes to garden with me, don't you, sweetheart? You like to see what comes scamping out. She'll be in this bucket in a minute. Hello, little darling. Harry. Oh, I love you. You're so lush. Where's your sister? Do you think she's got herself stuck in the coop again? Hello. You got a kiss for me? Just weave about all the time, don't you? My little gardening pal. Ooh. I love you so much. Come on, I've got to go. I've got to go in first. You're such a little funny baby. Precious girl. Look at this one's funny little face. From a distance, she's got a really weird little mouth. She's snuggled up because I've got a hot water bottle here for them. Finty's under the sofa. Apologies for the light and for the ramshackle vlog that this is, but we've moved on now. We've started Vlogmas. You'll see that tomorrow. So I'm just popping on to say goodbye and to give a little bit more info about the kittens that I didn't give. They are now nearly 6 months old. They're out and about. They were supposed to be feral cats. They were supposed to be outdoor rat catching. So we have a lot of rats around here because we live on farmland and I have chickens. Feral, antisocial cats, but they are not. They are the most loving, affectionate, adorable little darlings. I love them so much. So the tricoloured one, the calico, who literally looks like she is made of 3 different cats patchwork together. She's white, ginger and tabby. She is called Finty McSprat, and she is extremely affectionate when she's out in the garden, but when she is in her house, she's not that bothered. She'll curl up in the crook of my legs if I'm lying on the sofa out there, but she's not a particularly cuddly cat. Halibut, her sister, Halibut McSprat, when in the house, she just wants to cuddle you, curl up with you, lie on your lap, literally get into your armpit and live in your bra. But when she's out in the garden, she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want you to pick her up. She likes to come and say hello, weave around, but she just doesn't want to be handled. It's so weird how it's a complete role reversal, depending on whether they're in their house or whether they're in the garden. But they are an absolute enhancement to my life. I love them so much. You might be wondering, why don't you just get house cats, Gaynor? Well, 2 reasons. Bunny would not cope. She would definitely try to murder the cats. Just cut out a yawn. Margot probably wouldn't mind, wouldn't care. She'd probably try to fight them for half a second and they'd swipe her and that would be that. It would be done. They'd be fine. So there's one very good reason for not having cats in the house. And if I'd introduced them as tiny kittens, I think Bunny would definitely have eaten them. But the other reason why I haven't had cats, and I have just desperately wanted cats, is that Toby is extremely allergic. So this is the best solution. This is the best solution ever. It is more than I ever dreamed of. I just wanted to have some cats that I could observe and watch and enjoy and care for. I never expected, I obviously hoped, but I never expected to have such affectionate cats that have come from an open-sided hay barn in a farm, from a mother who is wild. I never expected it. Now, there's a very strong suspicion that their dad is a Maine Coon from the village that's 3 miles away. It's a strong suspicion. And looking at Halibut and her ears and her gigantic tail, she has got the biggest tail. It's almost as big as her body. It's huge. Pretty certain that it's a Maine Coon cat who's their dad. And Finty is just a very unusual looking cat, to the point that when she went to be spayed, it's quite a big vet's here. We're near a veterinary university, and there's also some quite pioneering surgical vets around here as well. So what I'm saying is it's my vet's is a veterinary surgery that has got a lot of patients, would you say patients? And the staff were just mesmerized by Finty. They so many of them just said, like, they came out to wave her off. She's so gorgeous, they're so cute, and she's the most unusual cat. And they were all because the girls are they're so bonded. They are such little sisters. They do everything together. They are very, very close to one another. They were just adorably cute when they were in being spayed. The way they cuddled up together and cared for one another and called for one another was just, the vet nurses were just saying, we are all hopelessly in love with these kittens. And I said, me too. Me too. And when I got Finty, I got both of them. I got them both at the same time. But Halibut, who I was told that they were both boys, and he was called Boris at the time. She was always really quite friendly right from the start. She was much more bold. I wasn't expecting that, and it was so lovely. But Finty was exactly what I was expecting. She hid under I've got a sofa out there in their house. She hid under the sofa. You couldn't get her out. She wouldn't eat. She wouldn't drink. She hissed, and she shook and spat. If you got yourself anywhere near her, hissed, spat and shook. But over the weeks, I managed to get her, she was obviously eating when I wasn't there and what have you, but I managed to get her to take food from my hand. I managed to entice her out and onto my lap. And from there, she's just gone from strength to strength. And now she's so incredibly affectionate. And they're both just my little buds, my little garden buds. It's lovely. I'm so organised out in the garden now because I'm really happy. I can't stop yawning, but it's that sort of half yawn, sort of yawn that doesn't complete itself. I'm so happy to be out in the garden now because I know that when I'm out there, I've got these kittens gambling around. They love the veg patch. They just hang out there the whole time. There's so much there for them to enjoy and climb and have fun with. But I thought that they would roam. I thought they would really, really roam and go hunting, but they don't. They just hang out in the veg patch. And it's absolutely brilliant because I know if I ever want to see them, I just go out into the veg patch, I call for them, and within 30 seconds, I'm covered in kittens. It's so lovely. Right, guys, I'm going to sign off now. I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas. The tree is already up. There we go. Take very good care of yourselves for 24 hours, and I'll see you later. Listen, don't worry if it's just too much. There's so many good Vlogmases out there. Don't worry if it's too much to watch mine. Don't worry if it's too much to comment. But I love it when you click the like button and just leave me an emoji. And then I know you've been there, and it's so nice to see your names. Like one of you guys I hadn't seen for ages, Nicola Tweedle, popped up. I hadn't seen her name in ages, and it popped up, and it was just so nice. So I thought, oh, she's still here. She's still with me. And that's just really lovely. Right. See you tomorrow. Take very good care of yourselves, and good night.